Welcome back. Well, take it from me, after my very first cruising experience, on board a ship like this, you're going to have beautiful accommodations, personalized service, and exotic destinations to visit. Cruising is a luxurious, hassle-free way to travel. And I read this really cute travel quote recently. It said, "I only have two seasons, cruising and cruise planning." And I can now see why people say that. It is living the ultimate fantasy. Get it? Sea, as in water and oceans. There you go. Lynn Clark is here to tell you how you can travel better with a Molly vacation. She is the owner of Travel Leaders, and she's the woman who introduced me to the world of cruising. It's great to see you, Lynn.
Good morning.
So this ship was truly incredible. In our survey, it said, was the ship clean? It was mind-blowing. And this was truly a tour of the Caribbean.
Yes, so we had you on Celebrity Ascent, the newest ship in their entire fleet, Molly. You were on it. And what I love about that ship is the vessel itself is like an art museum.
Yes,
as you experience.
Absolutely.
And so from Fort Lauderdale to Grand Cayman to Jamaica to Bimini in a few days at sea, you did kind of the quintessential Western Caribbean itinerary.
And that was what's so great. This is Jamaica, and we were docked there and on the Magic Carpet, which is this incredible floating glass. It's a bar, it's a place to eat. They have live shows, and they can go from that was on the top level of the ship, and they can move it. So like you might wake up the next day and it's on the pool deck, or the day after that it's on a lower deck. So it was truly extraordinary. And one of the things that really wowed me, I have to say, is the exercise classes. So I met Luigi, who was our cruise director, and this guy can lead an exercise class like nobody I have ever seen in my life. So it was actually on the pool deck. He did it for 45 minutes, and he had the entire crowd, including my husband and me, dancing, exercising. By the time he was done, here he is right here in his red tracksuit.
Oh
he literally had everybody on the pool deck dancing, and everybody was sweating and had the best workout, but it was so much fun that we really didn't even notice. So I absolutely love that. I mean, everything, the view, the cocktails, the people, we made friends who we keep in touch with. In fact, one of them's on the show next week, but it was truly extraordinary. There were a few things that you talked to me about in advance, and there were the 3 must-dos. Do you remember what they were?
Oh, I do. The food, the cocktails, and just the ship itself.
Yes. Okay. So I want to break those down because one of the things I got to experience, that was the officer meet and greet right there. But I met the chef at La Voyage. That was one of the specialty dining places that you sent me to. There he is. And we had the most incredible food. And it was like that everywhere we went. This was shrimp. We had the most delicious, I mean, they had fresh fish. Everything was, fresh. This was a raspberry dessert.
Oh my gosh.
It was like, I felt so bad cutting into it because it was the most exquisite looking piece of artwork I've ever seen on a plate.
Total artwork, yes.
Yes, that was chocolate, so we had to try that.
Good for you.
But the other thing, because you mentioned the cocktails, so included in my drink package was this smoking cocktail that I had at one of the bars. And the bar, it was truly like a show because he brought it to the table. It was in this glass container. He'd had it smoking with wood chips. And it was sort of like an old fashioned. It was his version of it. There he is counting down until the opening of the container. And then out came this magical smoking cocktail. And so everybody in the bar got to enjoy it. I mean, but those are the things they do on cruise ships. And then along with the food and the cocktails was the artwork. And you mentioned that. I mean, Lynn, I was blown away at the art on this ship. You were so right that it's like a museum. That's the bear and the ballerina. There was this magical colored moving art that we saw. I mean, it was world class. You walk through the ship, it's like gallery walls, sculptures on the pool deck.
Amazing. Truly
Incredible. And the architecture there was not a lantern, but I can't think of a chandelier. And it was like the most incredible piece of art. And there was one that said the coolest day ever. I mean, really, it was just magical.
Yes, kind of everywhere you turn, there's just something new to see. And it's so different from our daily life, right?
For sure.
That it really adds to the experience. It's kind of like the thing you didn't know you needed, but just really made it an incredible experience.
Yes, and I feel like there's something for everybody. Kids, this was the martini show that you said, you must do this.
So fun.
I think it was 8 o'clock every night, and every single bartender participates. They're throwing bottles in the air, shakers, they stacked all these martini glasses and then poured like 50 of them at one time, and they're all, it's a combination of like acrobat, gymnastics, music, and in the whole area in the upper deck, everybody's just kind of joining in.
Included and fun and festive.
Yes, it was truly incredible. One of the other things that I wanted to tell people, because I was a little unsure about planning a cruise, and I was thinking about, well, how do you know when to fly in and how to get to the ship?
Logistics of it all, and all of the details and how to pack. And of course, that's where we come in and where we help you. And you didn't get any special treatment. I hate to say it. You know,
darn it.
Yeah.
I felt like I had special treatment, especially when I visited your office.
That's exactly what we do for all of our clients, Molly, is really just sit down, get to know them, answer their questions. That's what we're there for. We're really there to help them give confidence in their decision making about their vacation.
Yeah, and you know, cruising, I was a first-time cruiser, and that was something that, you know, you said, hey, would you ever consider this? And I was like, well, maybe. And you walked me through every step, and I wanted to show these newsletters that were on board. Every day we got one of these in our room, and it had, here's where you're going today, here are fun things to do, here are great things to eat, here are questions you may have. All of that was presented so beautifully, and I felt like the communication was incredible.
Awesome. Yes, they really just walk you through day to day and help keep you kind of grounded on what you want to partake in. And if you want to just sit on your balcony, you can do that too.
Absolutely. Okay, so for people who want to try their first time cruise, or they want to try something different, you have a special offer, right?
Yes, we do. So with Celebrity Cruises this week only, we have a $200 onboard credit on 2025 cruises, 7+ nights, and balcony cabins or higher. And what's great is we have a ton of inventory for Europe and Alaska this summer, so it's not too late. We can help viewers get on board and experience their first cruise this year.
And I've heard Alaska, the only way to do it is by cruise.
1,000%.
And so you don't have to travel that soon, but you need to book it this week, and you can go to a fabulous place this summer or a little bit later, which is awesome. Lynn, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for helping me to plan this incredible getaway. If you are ready to travel better with a Molly vacation and Celebrity Cruises, you need to contact Lynn Clark and her team from Travel Leaders. Here's the number. It's 262-567-6658, or for more information, visit tljourneys.com.